Are you getting ready to take the Praxis Educational Leadership Administration and Supervision exam? That's test code 5412. If that's what you're looking for, you've come to the right place. My name is Bettina, a 5-year high school English teacher and test prep expert at study.com. Today, we are going to review and go over the subtopic of climate and cultural leadership. Let's get started. Problem 1 reads, during a school-wide assembly, a student faints and is unresponsive. For a school leader, which of the following is the most appropriate immediate action? Let's take a look at our answer choices to see which is the best action. A, call for a nurse or other medical professional in the school. B, attempt to wake the student up. C, let the student rest and regain consciousness. D, ask a teacher to take the student to the hospital. Thinking about one of those keywords, the word being immediate, we can eliminate letter choice D, as asking a teacher to take a student to the hospital is not only going to provide more stress, but also it's going to take a lot more time to get them the attention, medical attention that they do need. So we'll cross off letter D. Although it seems like B and C have the school leader taking immediate action, they are not the appropriate choice or medical professional in this situation. By trying to wake the student up or letting them rest, this could do more harm than good. This leaves us with letter A, call for a nurse or other medical professional in the school as our best answer choice. A school nurse or other medical professional is equipped to handle such emergencies. The nurse or medical professional can provide immediate care to the student, and they can determine if further medical attention is needed. These are those trusted individuals that the school leader can rely on for help in this situation. Problem 2 reads, a teacher observes that some students from lower socioeconomic backgrounds are underperforming in class. Which of the following would be the best approach for the teacher to use to address this issue? Let's take a look at the answer choices and see which is best. A, engage the parents of these students to help solve their economic problems. B, lower expectations for these students to match their socioeconomic backgrounds. C, focus on the students' deficits and provide remedial lessons. D, focus on the students' strengths and provide a supportive learning environment. In looking at these choices, starting with letter A, we don't want to attack or focus it in too much on the parents and their economic situations. This is not going to help with supporting the student and bettering their learning. So we're going to eliminate letter A. On a similar note, we don't want to respond negatively with our students. For example, letters B and C provide negative language where lowering expectations and focusing on the student's deficits or in their weaknesses, these are not going to be approaches that are going to address nor support our students. So we can eliminate letters B and C, as we don't want to bring our students down or to focus on the negatives in this situation. Our best letter choice is letter D, focus on the student's strengths and provide a supportive learning environment. By choosing letter D, we avoid what's called deficit-based schooling, where educators focus on students' weaknesses or deficits that are often linked with their socioeconomic, cultural, or linguistic backgrounds. Instead, letter D's approach fosters a growth mindset in students and helps them realize their full academic potential. Problem 3 reads, which of the following strategies is the most effective for a school leader to use to foster open, productive, caring, and trusting working relationships among staff members? A, enforcing strict rules and regulations for all staff. B, promoting a culture of collaboration and shared leadership. C, implementing a top-down decision-making process. D, holding weekly staff meetings. We want to pay attention to the word choice that's used in each of these answer choices to find what would be the best, most positive way to create these wonderful relationships. For example, if we look at letter A, enforcing strict rules and regulations for all staff, while rules help us and regulations help us to operate on a day-to-day basis, enforcing strict rules and regulations is not going to be able to provide us an opportunity for a two-way communication, as well as produce these productive and welcoming relationships. relationships. So we'll eliminate letter A. Similar to this negative word choice is letter C, implementing a top-down decision-making process. When it says top-down, that's referring to our administration, our school leaders, and there's really no avenue for communication as well as being a part of the team as our teachers would feel. So we're going to eliminate letter C, where it's not going to provide us with an opportunity for our staff members to be in this same equal approach. Although letter D sounds like a promising situation of holding staff meetings weekly, it does not provide us a guarantee that during these meetings, we'll be able to create and foster these welcoming, open, and productive relationships, leaving us with letter B, promoting a culture of collaboration and shared leadership as our best answer choice. Shared leadership and collaboration can create a culture of trust and openness. They provide opportunities for staff members to engage in decision-making processes and to feel valued. This encourages communication, mutual respect, and understanding, fostering a more supportive, caring, and productive work environment. Problem number 4 reads, a teacher reports that a student has disclosed having suicidal thoughts. For a school leader, which of the following is the most appropriate course of action? A, ask the teacher to talk to the student and offer support. B, refer the student to a school crisis counselor immediately. C, call the student's parents and inform them about the situation. D, ignore the report as the student might be seeking attention. With as serious of a topic as this is, we definitely want to eliminate letter choice D of ignoring the report, since this is something that is very important to our students' safety. We would want to make sure that this is immediately taken care of, and we're going to eliminate choice D. We also want to make sure that we provide our students with the appropriate resources and support for this serious issue. Therefore, we'll eliminate letters A and C as well, as we're not providing the correct source or person to address this issue. For example, we should not ask a teacher, although they may be close to the student, to support them in this time. They are not a trained professional to address and handle this situation. We should also not inform the student's parents just yet, as we want to make sure the student has the appropriate attention that they do need and support they do need to help them in this situation. This leaves us with letter B as our correct choice. Refer the student to a school crisis counselor immediately. Suicidal thoughts are a serious matter, and a professional should handle them. A school crisis counselor is trained to provide immediate support and can determine the next steps, such as involving the student's parents or referring the student to a mental health professional. We hope you found this set on climate and cultural leadership of great use. We appreciate your feedback as well, so please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave comments on how helpful this video was for you in your study journey. All right, good luck. You've got this.